Hi, my people. Hello. Let us resume my position. Yes, indeed. Let us resume my position as your host of the Question Live Show. Yes, indeed. That young lady that was co-hosting last week, I thank her. Yes, indeed. I thank her for showing up and gave you some little juice, some short and spicy, juicy stuff. You see, I told you she didn't talk that much. She came in and she gave you a little quick stuff. I told you, she's not a talkative person. I mean, neither am I. But because she was a co-host, she didn't want to outdo herself, you know? She did not want to outdo her position as a co-host. And, she was just filling in for me. And now I am here. Yes, indeed, I am present. Absolutely, I am present. It is great to be present. Let us understand that being present don't just mean that I'm literally here, honey. I am present for my mind. I am present. I am present. Yes, indeed. Well, listen to me here. This is a Question Live show, okay? Welcome to another episode as we roll on in. It is January 16, 17. You know what we do is always buy one, get one free. So it is January 16 for me, and it might just be January 17 for you. Listen, if you don't know, January is rolling on. We are in double digits. And while we're in the teenage days, 16, you're in the teenage days, the month is over. Mm-hmm. The month is over once we hit teenager. That's teenage years. That's teenage days. That's teenage something. Okay, teens. It's in the teens, honey. January's in the teens. So January's like doing a whole bunch of stuff. Today we had snow all days, like all day snow. We had an all day snow. I'm like, January, I see you. I see what you're about to do. You're trying to do something while you're up in your teens. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to do something. You're in the teens and acting some kind of way. But I wasn't complaining. No. I was not complaining. I was like, thank you, Lord, for the snow. Honey, sometimes we complain too much. And I said, Lord, I thank you for the snow. And when there's no snow, I said, thank you for the sky and the birds and the bees and the flowers and the fact that I got up to experience all of that. I thank you. So we oftentimes don't stop to say thank you for snow because, oh my God, it is snowing. Oh my God, why is it snowing? Oh my God. Let me tell you something. We're in winter season and we've been having the best winter ever. Okay? Records stated that over 100 years, this has been the warmest winter we had. So why would I complain? No, go just bundle up, put on your sweater, put on your thing, put on your scarf, and go on. Me, I just like do all sorts of stuff. Look, today I even have my flowers because I'm like, spring, summer, fall, whatever the season is. I was like, thank you, Lord. Yeah. So I come on in up in here and I do all my stuff. So yeah, so tonight we are going to talk about some stuff, right? And listen here. If this is your first time tuning in here, you're in for a treat. This is what we do up in here. We inspire, we empower, we support each other. We don't motivate, you motivate yourself. Absolutely. Motivation is self-talk. Okay, motivation where you talking yourself into doing something. Well, somebody might motivate you by saying one thing, you're like, oh, let me take this and move. And then it might just become a temporarily fix for you. And then you have to continue to pour into that motivation to move yourself out of space. So we don't just sit there, we're just like, oh, we're just gonna motivate you every single time. No. This host, I don't motivate you every time. I might say something and it motivates you to move out of your position, move out of your position mentally, move out of your position physically, move out of your position. But I don't come every day and motivate you, darling. No. I come, inspire, empower, and support you for whatever you got going on. I am here. And in the informal, say, I is here. Uh-huh. Good. So let me tell you, I thank God that I resume my post as your host. Yes, God is good. Let me tell you something. You better call on God sometime. All the time, anytime, every time. call on him. You're not feeling good, you know, sniffle. You call on him. You're feeling down, you call on him. You feel weak, call on him. Whatever the case is, call on God, honey. Because he waiting. He waiting like, hello, is that you? Yeah, call. So listen up. Tonight we want to talk about some patience. You know, anybody know patience? Patience, honey. They say patience is a virtue. But listen, before we go into talking to tonight, I want to recap something because I wasn't here. You know, the co-host sister, she was here and she did not recap anything that I told her to recap. I told her to recap the awards, you know, to recap the awards. And she didn't recap the awards. So really quick, I don't like to go back into things, but really quick, I would just like to jump into something really quick. And I want to spotlight our sister. I told her that Angela, our dear Angela, won for her to spotlight Angela, but she didn't. Our dear sister Queen over there, she did something. You know, she did. She got some award, and we want to recognize her. Angela, is this? Yeah, right here. Angela Bassett wins first Oscar kisses Regina King in celebration. Well, we forget this bottom part. We're not looking at the bottom part. We are talking about the first part of this topic here, of this this flyer, this thing here. It says Angela Bassett wins first Oscar. We want to celebrate her. Yes, indeed. So I want to say congratulations to your sis. You did it. Listen, I oftentimes say, let my work speak for me, honey. You don't got to keep on talking, and you don't got to keep on bothering nobody, and you don't got to keep on showing. Listen, all you got to do is keep on showing up. You don't got to keep on saying, hey, do you see me? Hey, why you not voting for me? Hey, why am I not winning? Honey, you were born a winner. When you're born a winner, that's all that matters. You're born a winner. You hold on a winning spot. That is it. You're born a winner. You stay a winner until the day you die. And even when you're dead, you're still a winner, honey. So let me tell you something. You won your first Oscar. We want to celebrate you. But let me tell you, let your work speak for you. Audience, let your work speak for you. Our dear sister over there, Angela, we want to celebrate you, honey. Yes, we do. Because right here in this Question Live Show, we like to celebrate things. And we like to celebrate when we see someone is achieving a thing or two. We like to celebrate. So we celebrate small, big, and big wins and all that stuff. But we were born winners. You know, the great famous Jamaican artist said, we were born a winner. So yeah, I have a winning mentality at all times. Hello. So let your work speak for you. Always show up and take action. And I oftentimes says that when you show up and take action, and you're not only showing up for yourself, you are showing up for generations to come. So when you show up, you're not just showing up like, hey, I'm showing up. Take action. And when you take action, honey, that action is going to speak for you. Yes, it will. It's going to speak for you. So we want to stop for a moment and we want to say, girl, you did it. You went on up in there. You see, I want to say this. You see, when you don't give up, you going to get your reward, baby. You going to get your reward. We're in season 10. Season 10 is the season of overflow and abundance. Honey, come on in and get your abundance. You plan something, mark my word. I came from a farmer's background, honey. When you plan something, you going to reap something. So when you plant a thing, you're going to reap a thing. So yes, we want to celebrate you on this big win. Yes, indeed. First Oscar, second Oscar might just be coming up. We don't know. I always say when you make a mark, it's best when you make one step because one step is better than no step. So we want to celebrate you, dear, our dear sister Angela. Yes, sister, and she worked it too, honey. You should have seen. Oh boy, she worked that dress up in that Oscar award. She worked that dress. We're talking about dress. Before I go into the next person, I see our sister over here, Sister G, up in here. Yes, indeed. Honey, I had to come a little bit extra because I'm talking about the awards, baby. I have to come a little bit extra up in here. So I have to come with my flower today, girl. Yeah, because, you know, our co-host didn't talk about highlight what I told her to highlight. But I resume my position as your host. And I'm going to be talking about the Oscar because she didn't talk about it last week. So I want to talk about it. So today I decided, I'm like, I got to come up with a little bit extra today. Yeah, I'm gonna come up a little bit extra today. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yeah, I gotta bring in some Oscar look and all sort of stuff going on. Yes, indeed. Listen here. Sister Georgia here. She's a VIP. For those of you who are just tuning in, she's a VIP here. And if you're tuning in for the first time, listen, we talk about VIP up in here because we're gonna get back into that. Well, yes, she's an amazing actress and icon. I'm telling you, so well deserved, sis. Well deserved. You went in, you stood your ground. You might you went down a little bit, but that's okay. Life don't keep you up all the time. You gotta get some bumps and bruises and scrapes and scratch. Sometimes you gotta cry a little, cry off that makeup and all sort of stuff. And then you know what? At the end of the day, your work will speak for you. So yes. So you get your award, baby. You get your award. So yes, I try to tell you, get your award. Yes, like you could be. And I'm listening. I'm telling you, honey. I'm telling you. I'm talking about the red carpet, and I'm talking about the winners and all sort of stuff. So today I'm like, I'm going to represent y'all today. I'm coming up in here, so let me do a thing or two up in here. So yes, indeed, this is what we're going to do. So yes, before we go into anything again, I want to talk. Let me tell you something about Oprah. Our dear sister Oprah. Let me tell you something about her. She done went up in this thing here, because y'all know Color Purple was the talk of the end of 2023, right? Color Purple was the talk of 2023. And that dear Oprah Winfrey, our dear sister over there, she came up in there. She said, let me tell y'all something. I'm up in here. She said, I'm up in here. And if y'all watch the Barbie movie or whatever the case is, I guess Barbie was a movie in 2023. So I didn't watch that. But anywho, Oprah said, let me tell y'all something. Everybody talk about Barbie. Barbie did some Barbie swing here to the side and Barbie hourglass figure and Barbie ball ground and all sorts of stuff. And Barbie wear pink. Barbie wears her little pink stuff and all sorts of stuff. But let me tell you what Oprah said. Oprah said, I tried to tell you. Oprah said, I'm coming up in here and I'm representing the color purple, the opposite of Barbie. Yeah, that's what Oprah said. Oprah said she coming in to represent, and she wanted to show you how Barbie will look in a purple dress. Look at her, y'all. Look at Oprah Winfrey. I said, sister, I ain't playing with you. I was not playing with Oprah when I saw this. I said, God help with your bad self, Oprah. Yeah, I'm not playing with her. She said, y'all want to talk about Barbie up in here? I'll show y'all something. And she sure did. She sure did. I'm not even holding no talk with Sister Oprah over there. No, I'm not talking. No, ma'am. No. She said, I'm going to show you better than I tell you. Yes. So that was Oprah representing, doing the opposite of Barbie, crisscross over there. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm not doing pink. I'm doing purple. I'm representing the color purple. Hello. Just to let you know, I'm representing the color purple every day because you know what? Not because of the movie, but because purple stands for royalty. And I am a royalty. Yes. So this is what we do. So that's how we're going to start this off. So yeah. So with that said, I just want to talk about those two people. I want to talk about only those two people for tonight. That is just a recap of the award. Yes, indeed. The color purple, they got nominated. Yeah. And that did look some fabulous. Fantasia look some fabulously way over there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We reckon we did a thing. We did that thing on the red carpet. So I'm royalty, baby. Y'all better ask somebody. I'm a goddess. Hello. I'm a royal priesthood. My father told me I'm a royal priesthood, baby. So yes. So with that said, I just saw another VIP. I came in another VIP. Yes, indeed, Theta and Lady Theta up in the house. Hello, Lady Theta. How are you, darling? How are you? Yes, indeed. You better say royalty, honey. You better say royalty. Yes, indeed, royalty it is. Thank you kindly. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed. Listen to me here, first timers and returning guests. If you listen on your screen, no, over on that, I don't know, somewhere it says share. Press the share button, and invite somebody to come on in and download. Because over here we drop some stuff. We drop juicy contents and golden nuggets over here. And I would like for you to share that. Yeah. So if you are watching me right now, you say, as you can see, I spotlighted Georgia and Theta because they're in the live. So if you're in the live and you're back somewhere, you're waving, you get spotlighted as well. So yes, indeed, we that's what we do up in here. I guess I'm royalty with you. Listen, you are royalty, honey. Look at your last name, King. Well, I'll be there. Hello. Honey, whoever name you king must know the meaning of royalty. So because we can't say the queen, you see the king. Hello. Yeah, so guess I'm royalty with I'm king. King, queen, queen, king. Hey, honey, you double royalty about now. You double royalty if you're the queen of the king and your last name is king. You double royalty, baby. Ooh, go ahead with your bad self. That's what I'm talking about, abundance. That's what I'm talking about, overflow. When you have extra like this, I say, we extra. Yeah. So you're the queen of the king. Hey, double. Yeah. So with that said, honey, let us jump into some stuff. We're going to jump into some stuff. We are going to talk about some stuff. Happy New Year. We are not Happy New Year. Element here. Yeah. Happy New Year, happy new season, happy somebody. Just be happy, honey. Choose to be happy, choose to be happy. That is what we do up in here. Listen, we are going to talk about a relationship here tonight. And the relationship that we are talking about is having that relationship with patient. We want to have a relationship with patient. Yep. Yes, indeed. We want to have a relationship with patient. Some of you might know somebody named Patient, but hey, I wonder why they got named Patient. Maybe their mama was just like, they're probably pregnant, like, ooh, I'm waiting for this baby. Whatever the case is, why you name your child Patience, you must have experienced something to name your child Patience. But that's beside the point. We are not going to talk about that. We are going to talk about patience in its action. Patience mean in the action word. Patient, how to have patience, how to develop a relationship with patient. What do we do when we have a relationship with patient? Yep, we are going to jump into some stuff. Let me tell you. When we jump into a relationship, we want to have patience, period. So when we jump into a relationship, because our relationship starts with a friendship, and a friendship develop into a relationship and all sort of stuff. And even if you're with your family, you do have a relationship with your family. You have a relationship with, your spouse, your children, the co-worker. You have a relationship because a relationship is the overall ship. You know what I'm saying? It's an overall ship. It's not a boat. It's an overall ship that we have between you and I, you and somebody else. It is a space, it is a bond, it is a moment, it is some form of something that you have between you and somebody else. And that somebody else could be you. Have a relationship with yourself. Yes, have a relationship with yourself, honey. If you ain't got a good relationship with yourself, you can't have a good relationship with nobody else. So we want to talk about you having a good relationship. But we want to know, do you have a relationship with patient? Because we are going to go over into some stuff really fast. But don't forget to press the live. And the share button is somewhere. The share button is like right there, somewhere. Right there, something. Share the live. Yes, indeed. We want to talk about something, some benefits of having a relationship with patient. I little type in my message too. Oh, we don't worry about typos over here. We don't make no judgment. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry. We family up in here, honey. We family up in here. We deal with up, down, sideways, typo, typing, all sort of stuff. Type, you know what I'm saying? We don't have no judgment up in here. This is a safe space where we just come on in and be as one. We want this, talking about relationship. That is it. We have a relationship up in here. Yes, indeed. So we want to go over some stuff really, really, really fast of the benefit of having a relationship with patience, which here was a correct button. Right? The relationship in with patience, we want to go over it really, really, really fast. And some of the benefit that we get when we have a relationship with patient, whether with ourselves or with somebody else. We want to have these benefits listed. We practice them every day. The first thing that we want to do, there was a correct button. First thing we want to know about patience is patience move at its own pace. Patient move at its own pace. Patient could go, or patient could just go. Patient move at its own pace. So if you can't keep up with patience, if you can't go with patience, then honey, it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be impatient, right? And it should not be impatient. It should be outpatient, because outpatient means, hey, you're getting out of yourself. So we want to know that. For first thing we want to know when we have in a relationship with patient is that patient move at its own pace. Patient is like, hey, we go fast every day. We go slow every day. Patient move at his own pace. So we want to have this form. We want to have this information right here tonight. We want to make sure that we are very clear. And listen to me. Write things down, because here on the Question Live Show, we like to drop juicy content and golden nuggets. So write things down, because I go really fast. And when I go really fast, if you don't catch it, I know. But sometimes we do have great note takers, and they might drop what I say, because sometimes I don't repeat myself, and you might have to take a screenshot. But whatever the case is, in the meantime, just get something to write down some stuff. Yes, indeed. So the next thing we want to talk about, patience. Have to have patience so that we can tolerate delays and struggle. Absolutely, Georgia. Yes, indeed. If you cannot tolerate yourself, tolerate your behavior, your faults, your failures, you can't tolerate nobody. If you can't tolerate your struggle, you can't tolerate nobody else. If you can't tolerate the fact that God tolerates you, you can't tolerate nobody else. So we want to know that when we have some setbacks, you know what I'm saying? We are not just going to sit there that's like, oh, we just got to have some patience up in the setback. Like, we're going to come back. We're going to come forward. We're going to resurrect. We're going to come forward. So next thing we want to go into this. Patience guide us through the path. There is a path. There is a journey that we are taking. It is called life. And because we are all on this journey called life, let me tell you something. We all want to build a success story, and nobody can succeed by themselves. So guess what? We need some patience up in there. Put in your pocket, put in your pocketbook, put it on your shoulder, put it on your bag, put it on your back, lock it in your phone. I know, put it in your shoes, your socks, your bra. Somewhere, put patience somewhere, darling, because patience, let me tell you something. Patience guide us through the path of this life. Yes, indeed, it guides us. And because it guides us through this path, let's just look at patience as Georgia just said. It helps us to tolerate through the setback. Yes, indeed. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him, because let me tell you, he's going to come through. He good for that. He good for that. He really good for that. You got to think about him. We're like, listen, God is like, I'm going to come through for you. God, listen, take God by his word. God going to come through for somebody. Yeah. I know what I'm telling you. Right? Yes. So let me tell you something. The next thing that we want to talk about, patience. Patience assures us of the very strength that we don't even know that we have. Sometimes we are going on some journey, honey, and some struggle, as Georgia mentioned up there. Some struggles on there, some setback, and we feel some kind of weak. Woo! We feel some weak. We falling out, and they're like, we this not working for us. We weak up. But let me tell you, patience assures us that we have more strength than we can even imagine. Yeah. Patient assures of the very strength that we never even thought we have. Sometimes we go through some stuff. We talk about our sister last week who buried her husband. Honey, she's going through grieving. She's not the only one going through grieving. So many people going through grieving. But oftentimes when we are going through grieving, we feel like we are so weak. Oh, I can't make it. I don't have no strength. Oh. But when we sit in that grieving moment, we wait patiently for God. God said, listen, what I'm going to do with patience, I'm going to multiply patience up and assure you that you got strength to rise. Yep. Rise out of the grief, honey, and you just keep on going. Yep, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me tell you, patience is it, honey. Patience move right along and assure us that we got strength. Because, yep, we got strength. Yeah. That shows that we have strength. Yes, indeed. Listen, if you're first time here and you don't have your writing tools, just pay attention to the chat. If you don't pay attention to the chat, I'm spotlighting some of what I am saying. I am spotlighting the comments on the screen. So if you don't have anything to write with, don't you worry about it. We don't judge you here. Just screenshot the screen, take a photo, get your phone, grab your phone, write stuff down, and keep on moving. Yep. Now, the next thing we want to talk about what patience will do. Patience will allow us to trust God some more. Trust God. Trust is an action word. Trust is not just a noun. Trust is an action word. And patience allow us to trust God some more. Yes, indeed, because Lord knows when we are going through some tests and trials, some setbacks, some struggle, some situation, we just say, well, we don't want to talk to God. But God is saying, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here. And I'm going to tell you what, you need to have some patience because just trust me. Just trust me. It was Georgia that mentioned this earlier. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Yes, wait patiently for God. Because when we have patience, when we have a solid relationship with patience allow us to trust God some more. Lord knows sometimes we just need to trust God just a little bit more. Yeah. Sometimes we need to trust God just a little bit more. Like, God, I just a little bit more. Just a little teeny weeny bit more. We just need a little bit more trust. Just pour a little bit more, it's like you have your food and your food is cooked. And when your food is cooked, you're like, can I have this salt shaker? And you're like, I need some more salt. Can I have the sugar shaker? I need some more sugar. That is it. Sprinkle some more trust up on your belief. Sprinkle some more trust. It allows us to trust God a little bit more. Wait patiently on the Lord, because let me tell you something about the Lord. The Lord is faithful in all his ways. Let me tell you another thing about the Lord. Anything that he says he will do, he will do it. Yes, indeed. Let me tell you another thing about God. The Lord says, listen, I'm here with you. I'm not leaving all abundant in you. So when we trust God, we just trust in God a little bit more for us, because God is like, I'm here. I'm not leaving. I already told you I'm not leaving. I'm not breaking up with you. And I'm saying, God is like, I'm not breaking up with you. I'm going to be right here. So no matter all the crying and the snorting and all sort of stuff that we're going through, God is like, I'm still here. Hello. I'm still here. Right? So we want to sit there and develop that deep relationship. Just as we have a deep relationship with our boo, we want to have a deep relationship with God as well. And we want to have a deep relationship with patience, because patience guide us along the way. Patience help us to trust God a little bit more. And that is very key. We want to get this key understanding that patience allows us to trust God more, because when we're going through some stuff, we expect God to just come right now, deliver us now, help us now, attend to me now. God is like, you're not ready for that. Do you know that sometimes God don't give us the things that we pray and ask for? Why? Because he knows that we are not prepared to handle it. And when he said, just give me a little bit more time, have a little bit more patience. And you're like, no, but I need that now. So I'm like, I need to be married. I need to have a baby. I need to this. let me tell you, Sarah sit there like, I need to have a baby, God. Let's work this out. And God said, I know what you need. And what did Sarah did? Sarah did not hold on to the deep relationship with patience. She did not develop that patience. She said, I'm breaking up with patience. I don't want to have nothing to do with patience. And what she did, she went out of patient relationship. Yes. She went out of the relationship with patient and said, listen, she became outpatient. Not impatient, she became outpatient. And when she became outpatient, what she did, she crisscrossed God and she said, listen to God, you are taking too long. She trust God, and then she just started minimizing her trust with God. Let me tell you, God came through for her before, and she knew what God could do. You see, oftentimes when we want something and we just going, we know what God can do because God did a lot for us already. And Sarah, this is the biblical story that Sarah knew exactly what God was capable of. Yeah. And she said, listen, God, all I'm saying, I want a baby. You're not giving me a baby. I'm just trying to let you know I thought I have a relationship with you. What's the problem here? And God is saying, Sarah, can you have some patience, darling? No, I don't want to have no patience. I want to have my baby. I want to have my baby now. Sarah step away and like, excuse me, nice lady. Could come and have a lay down with my husband, and give him a child, because we need to have a child up in here. But you see what Sarah did? Sarah mistrusted God and got a nice lady to come and sleep with her husband, and the husband had a baby with this young lady. And what happened? But that was still not Sarah's baby. Are you following me? That was not Sarah's baby. That was the husband's baby, right? So that was not Sarah's baby. So we got to be careful of how we are rolling out of the relationship with patience, because now we're mistrusting God's promise to us, because Sarah did that and said, I need a baby up in here. So young lady, come and sleep with my husband so we can have a baby up in here. And God is just sitting there like this. Sarah, so you're mistrusting me. Sarah, I'm faithful. Sarah's like, I don't care if you're faithful. I want a baby now. Sometimes we want something now, and we lost that trust between us and God. But that baby was not Sarah's baby. And when did Sarah have that baby? 99? God is faithful, honey. God is faithful. Let us understand this, that God is faithful. We need to practice discipline so we can have more patience in trusting God. And that is it, Sister G. Sarah didn't have no discipline. Sarah just wanted something now. She's like, God, I wanted this baby. And as you can see, that baby still didn't belong to Sarah. And at the end of the day, the end of cursing the one who gave the birth to the child, the firstborn of Abraham. Hello. Sarah, it was not Sarah's child. Be patient, have self-discipline, and trust God a little bit more. Trust God a little bit more. Hello, we have another VIP coming in. Come on in. Yes, indeed. Have some discipline. Have some discipline and trust God some more. Yes, and it's clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. You see, and patience. He's like, all of these things, but you still need patience over there, darling. So yes, so Sarah kind of messed things up, but God's like, Sarah, because I'm a promise keeper, I said I was going to give you a child, Sarah. And because I said it, that's what I'm going to do. God hold on to his promise. Okay, let us trust God a little bit more. Trust God a little bit more. Have some patience. Yes, indeed. Sarah was childless until she was 90. Why? Because she broke out of the relationship with God. She broke the relationship that she had with patience. Moses. Georgia, yes, she did. 90 years old. Because you know what? God sat there like, I'm going to fulfill my promise to you, Sarah. 90 years old, I'm going to give you a child. How about that? How many of us today would believe that we're 90 and we're going to carry a child? But let me tell you, God is faithful in all his ways. God is faithful. God is faithful. God don't give up on us because we decide to give up on him. No. Mm-mm. You see, when we have a relationship, another thing that when we have a relationship with patience, it set the stage to be content. It set the stage where we don't jump as a grasshopper, but it set the stage for us to be content. Be content with what you have. Be content with what God is feeding. Be content with what God provided. God said, I'm giving you this season. I'm pouring into this season. Just be content with that. Take that and go. So when we having a good relationship, honey, it set the stage for us to be content with what we have. If somebody is pouring into you, be content with the pouring in of what they are giving you. Listen to me, when God is pouring in, God don't gotta give us a lot of things at the same time. But no, we're not content because we want all of this. We want so much, so much. God, I want this. God, don't bother God. Don't stress God out. Don't stress God out. No. Talk to God like, hey, God, are you done? Done. Don't stress God. Don't stress God. Nope. Don't stress God. Same thing with Anna. She was patient and keep praying for. There you go. There you go. Yes, Theta. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's build up this relationship that we have with patience because we want something now. We want something now. And God, no, God, you got to do this now. God, you got to do this now. I need this now because everybody's doing it. Everybody's having that. And I feel like I'm getting left back. God is like, no, you're not getting left back. It's not your time because you're not ready to handle what I'm going to give you. God knows exactly when we are ready to handle a thing. Yes, indeed. And that's why God holds some stuff back and God prolongs some blessing, because when he prolongs some blessing, what happened? He's like, you're not ready for that. No, you're not ready for that. And because you are not ready for it, I am not going to give it to you now. Now is not your time. But we want to stress God. So that is it. Patience allows us to set the stage to be content. Be content with that which we have and let God do the rest. Honey, let me tell you, I'm like, God, in whatever state I am, help me to be content. Yep, if I got my little flower in my hair, let me be content. If I have my little thing right here, let me be content. God, if I have one shoe, let me be content. If I got one pair of earring, let me be content. If I got one sweater, let me be content. Lord, teach me how to be content. Yes, indeed. Sometimes we got to pray some prayer. Sometimes we got to pray a prayer and say, God, teach me how to be content and stop wanting. Stop bombarding our space mentally and emotionally. Stop bombarding our space physically and stop bombarding heaven. Lord knows, sometimes we bombard heaven with the same story all the time. But sometimes we just need to change our talk and say, God, teach me how to be content. Teach me how to be content. Teach me not to look over on the other side. Teach me how to be content. So it set the stage to be content. So let us set the stage. Let us build this relationship real fast. We're in 2024 season of overflow right here in the question Elisha. I don't tell you, this is a season of overflow, honey. And let me tell you, if we are in the season of overflow with an impatient spirit, we are going to lose out. Let us just roll on. I told you this is how I come. I told y'all this. This is how I come on and up in 2024 like this. That's me coming up in 2024, darling. Real patient, like filing my nail, that's how I come up in 2024. But some people going up in 2024 being real anxious. Some people coming out of 2023 real anxious. Some people going into the season of abundance real anxious. When we are going into the season of abundance, we are going to be losing a relationship with patience. Because when we are anxious, we are impatient, or patient, whichever patient. But whatever it is, we're just not solid patient. We don't have no patience. Mm-hmm. When we are anxious, sometimes we are anxious for nothing. Sometimes we are anxious for nothing. And sometimes when we are anxious for nothing, we will get nothing. Zip, zap, nada. Zap, zero. Zero value, nothing. So let us not be anxious for nothing, but in everything give thanks, and in everything saying, Lord, I say thank you. I thank you that I gotta wait. I thank you that I gotta wait, because we don't want to say, I thank you that I gotta wait. When you're waiting, just sit there like, Lord, I thank you that I'm waiting. Sit like you're in some rocking chair somewhere. Lord, I thank you that I'm waiting. Lord, I'm thanking that you're prolonging stuff. Lord, I'm thanking that you're taking your time. Lord, I thank you that you didn't give it to me when I wanted it. No, Lord, I thank you. Yep, Lord, you are good. You are good. Yes, you are. Be content. Be content. Yes, in whatever state I am. Be content. Now, the next one is when we have a relationship with patient, it detours us from instant gratification because we want to be satisfied right now. Instant deliverance, instant this, instant that. But when we are having a relationship with patient, it allows us to detour us from that instant gratification, because we just have this thing where, you see, human beings are never satisfied, no matter how much you do for them. That's it. There is like, I'm doing for you, I'm doing for you, I'm doing for you. But nope, there's always a space that says, I need more. Or there's always a space that says, we want instant gratification, right? We want instant gratification. And when we want instant gratification, no, don't work. Sometimes God drops some stuff instantly, and sometimes He prolongs some stuff instantly. You see, I learned throughout the years that some healing, I was going through some stuff some while back, and God spoke to me and said, I never asked God to heal right away, but God spoke and said, some healing can happen instantly, and some healing will take time. And I just sit back and like, hey, whichever time you want to make this business, here you go ahead. That's you, the boss. I'm not fussing with you, God. I'm just letting you know that this is the issue that I'm facing. You see, when you just go and tell God, this is the issue that I'm facing, God said, I got you. But I could heal you right now, or I could just let you just go on into some time with that issue, or I could just send it to the doctor and like let the doctor do a thing or two, because I am the doctor. But yeah, and I was like, yeah, God, whatever you want to do, I'm just gonna be here. When you plan to do what you do, I'm not fussing with you, sir. No. I'm not fussing with God. And sometimes that is where we have to come into a place where we don't fuss with God. We don't fuss with God. We don't fuss with God. Leave God in His space. Leave God in His time. Let God do what He does best. Because what He does is perfect. It's perfect. So as we go through this journey and we are going through having a relationship with patience, let us remember having a relationship with patience will allow us to grow. When we have patience will allow us to grow spiritually. Patience allow us to grow spiritually. We want to first. That is the first step we want to do. We want to wind this down and say, patience allows us to grow spiritually. Patience build up our faith. When we have faith, honey, that's that. Faith as small as a mustard seed can move a mountain. But see, I don't want a faith as a mustard seed. No. So I'm going to sit patiently. I said, listen, my faith going to move from a mustard seed because I need to move more than one mountain. Yeah. I need to move for more than, if I get little seeds of faith, then I'll take it. But I'm going to sit patient and just rock my way right here like, Mm-hmm. Never be anxious for nothing. Exactly. When we listen, we read our Bible, we can never be wrong. Be anxious for nothing. Yes, when we have patience, we will grow spiritually. You know, sometimes some people have some relationship with God and they're not growing spiritually. They're not growing spiritually because they ain't got no patience. They don't have that good, solid relationship with patience. You know, sometimes you're in a marriage, you're in a relationship with somebody, and you're in there for a while, but the relationship is not solid. It's not solid. Huh? Right. So it's the same thing. Have a relationship with patience. Let me tell you, I want to go into this last one because I want to go over them really fast. When we have patience, when we have a good relationship with patience, our faith increase. Okay, our faith increase. I want to say this to you as I close out tonight's episode. There's no shortcut for faith. Huh? So the last thing I said, faith, having a relationship with patience, develop our faith, increase our faith. But there's no shortcut, audience. There's no shortcut for your faith. Okay, so whether your faith is of a mustard seed, or whether it is of a melon seed, or whether it is of a melon itself, whatever the case is, there's no shortcut. Let us not take shortcuts. Let us not take shortcuts to have this relationship. I know what shortcut is. Many of you, yeah, if you're new, you're here and you're new. I'm from Jamaica, from the farmer's background. I was raised, I'm a farmer's girl, raised on the farm. But not only that, I'm saying that I was raised from the farm. We all came from the suburb of what we call in Jamaica the countryside. Going somewhere, we wanted to take shortcuts. Shortcuts. We always believe that shortcuts is the best way to do this. But no, shortcut is not always the best way because there's always some form of danger in shortcuts. And it is safer on the main road. It is safer. And we oftentimes jump into the shortcut. And when we go into those shortcuts, Lord knows sometimes it is not an easy journey. So let us not shortcut our faith. Let us not shortcut our relationship with patience. Let us not shortcut our relationship with God. Let us not shortcut our destiny and our purpose. It is ours. So let us go on the main road. Let us take main road, because main road, sometimes main road we see all the people that we need. Main road might look longer, but I tell you, it will pay off. I'm gonna go back to our dear sister Angela Bassett. It took her this long because what she did, she kept on the main road. She never put a shortcut on her gift and talent. And what happened? She now won her first Oscar. Do not put a shortcut on your gift and talents. Do not put a shortcut on what God can do for you. Do not put a shortcut on anything regarding God and your purpose, your destiny. Do not put a shortcut. Shortcut draw blood, as we was. There you go, honey, because you never know what could happen on some shortcuts. Some people lurking up in some corner, some bushes somewhere. Honey, you don't play with shortcuts, okay? Angela Bassett took the long road. She took it. She's been putting in the work. She took it. She's like, listen, I'm going on the main road. I don't know who I'm going to meet on the main road. I'm not taking a shortcut, because somewhere along the line, you're going to recognize. Yep. So no. So we are not going to do shortcuts on anything. Keep on the path, on the straight path. Keep on the full road. Stay on the main road, darling. People on the main road, because you know, shortcut, who said it's theater? You know, sometime when you go to shortcut, nobody's on the shortcut with you. Dangerous place. You said that right. Draw blood, because you on that shortcut and nobody's on that road with you, and you are the only one going there on that shortcut, taking a dangerous risk on that shortcut. And Lord knows, sometimes somebody lurking somewhere. Somebody's always lurking in the shortcut, baby. keep on the main road, keep on the straight path. It will lead you to the success in the long run. Be patient, folks. Be patient. I am telling you, solid proof right here, Angela Bassett. Solid proof. Solid proof. So yes, indeed. I try to tell you, stay right there. Stay in your lane. Stay on the main road. Patient will also let you have fewer negative emotion. Tell me about it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, man, because you said that you trust in God. So if you want to go over them really quick, let me check off. Go over them real quick. First one, patient move at its own pace. So now if you're just tuning in, I'm going to go over them really quick for you. Yes, indeed. Patient move at its own pace. Patient guides through the path. Patient assures our strength. Patience allow us to trust God a little bit more. Patience set the stage for contentment. Patience detour us out of immediate gratification, and patience stir up our faith. Let me tell you something. I just went over that because I have it written down right here, and that's for those who are just coming in. That was just a recap for what you missed. I want to thank you so much, each and every one of you that come on in, as who just said that. Listen, keep on the straight path. It will lead you into the success in the long run. Be patient no matter what you do. God promised to you cannot break. No matter what, you don't want to wait until you're 90 like Sarah now. But if you keep it up, you might just wait until you're 90. God, sometimes some people live past a certain age. And before I used to gosh, why are they living past certain age? Like, gosh. And especially if you believe they're not so nice set of people. But what I understand with God, you see, God stretched out some people's age because God is holding a promise. And because some fighting going on, that's like, I'm still holding on to my promise. So you see some people live to 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. It's not because God is like, I'm just going to let you live on 120. God kept his promise.